Welcome back for the last lesson of Module 6. It's Module 6, Lesson 5, where we're going to take all the stuff we've done with coordinate planes and apply it to some real-world situation. And the very first thing we're going to be doing is sinking each other's battleships. So, how is that going to work? You're going to download your student pages, and then you're going to scroll down here to page 2, where you're going to plot out your ships on the My Ships thing, and you're going to take shots and mark where you have shot on your enemy ships on theirs and see what is hit. Now, here's the guideline. Your aircraft carrier is going to get 5 spaces, your battleship 4 spaces, your submarine 3 and 2. And you're going to have to list those points. So how's that going to look? Give me a second. It's going to look something like this. So let's take my aircraft carrier, and we know that the aircraft carrier and battleship, all your ships in battleship have to go either horizontal or vertical. So we're going to take and draw off our aircraft carrier, and it's allowed to cover 5 points. So let's just say my aircraft carrier covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to be listed right here. Well, we're going to need to know what the ordered pairs of those are. So they're all going to be an x value of -3, starting at -3, +1. So I'm going to have a -3, +1, a -3, 0, a -3, -1, a -3, -2, and a -3, -3. And those are going to be the 5 points of my battleship. You're going to list all your ships the same way going there. And then from there, of course, your partner is going to do the same thing. You're not going to see what they're going to do, and you're going to start calling out numbers. So, for example, if your partner called out a 4-2, that would end up putting a shot right there, which on this screen would be a miss. And you would say, miss. However, if your partner called out a -3-1, well, that's going to be that spot right there, which is going to be a hit. You will tell them that's a hit, and their goal is to eliminate all the ships off of your screen before you eliminate all the ships off of their screen. To help you keep track of what you have called, you can use one of two things. Either one, you can just mark what you have called on theirs, which is what I would do. So if I called a 3-4 on theirs and it was a hit, I would take and put something to indicate a hit, like an X, and if it was a miss, well, then I'd put something like a dot to indicate a miss, so I could keep track of what's there, or vice versa, or different colors, or little fireballs of fire, whatever works for you, so that you can track your hits and your misses. Now, after you're done with your game of Battleship, then you're going to go on to the next part of the assignment, which is your homework. So let me jump back over to this screen. And for your homework, you are going to be taking and working on building an outdoor education center where they have a map. The map is all the way down here on page 2. And they have some basic information you're going to need to start with. You're going to need to plot these 6 locations on your map before you do the stuff above it. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? After you've plotted those 6 locations on your map, label them, then you're going to take and go up and do the top part here that says 6th grade is planning an annual outdoor education trip. There will be 6 stations. They're all listed right here, and the information you need on that, which include orienteering, arts and craft, team building, sports, canoeing, and eco games. These stations will need to be set up around the property. Consider these things when you're placing them. Appropriate station setting for the station, the travel distance and proximity between the stations, and canoeing and sports must both have a y coordinate of 8, so that part looks like something important that we're going to need to make sure you're doing there. So canoeing and sports has to have a y coordinate of 8. Arts and crafts right here says that it has to be at least 20 units away from the barn and located directly south of it. And eco games and orienteering must both have y coordinates of -6. Team building must be located 14 units away from canoeing and have the same x coordinates. I think that covered all of the stuff. Let's see here. We got orienteering. Oh, yep, that's right there. We got arts and crafts. We got team building. We've got sports. Yep, that's over here. And we have, yep, everything I believe is there. So you're going to use this information on the map that you created down here with this information to figure out where you're going to place things. That's what you're going to complete for homework. I look forward to seeing what you get done there, and I really hope you have fun blowing each other's ships up. I look forward to seeing you in class.